Hey guys, my name is Troy. Welcome back to my booktube channel. Today is a very special video because I listened to my first audiobook and I'm going to be able to tell you all about that in this video. But before we do start, I just wanted to say thank you so much for 700 subscribers. The journey from 600 to 700 did take quite a while, but I think that only just motivated me more. I just think this journey has been really fun so far, and thank you guys so much for all the support and the comments that you've left over the past few weeks. They truly do touch me. They really do mean a lot to me, and I love responding to you guys. I have started implementing this process with my replying to comments, and I just kind of wanted to explain, like, if you didn't get a reply, like on my last video, like, I really do try to get back to everyone, but it just is taking a lot of time to get to everyone's comments. I've spent hours, like, this week just alone, like, responding to comments. I'm not worrying about the number of comments I'm replying to anymore. I'm just worrying about the quality. So, like, I don't want to give, like, a short response to someone. I've been, like, responding in, like, comments and paragraphs and stuff, and, like, I just kind of, like, I want to let you know that I respond to, like, 90% of the comments, but, like, I'm really more focused on quality than quantity, and your comments are long, and, like, I just don't want to give you that short response. That's just not me, because I want to, you know, fully respond to everything you said in the comment, because, like, you guys are taking so much time of your day to write a comment for me, so I want to take a lot of time to write out a comment response to you. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, something that's exciting that's going on before we do jump into the video is that I have my reading for 24 hours straight video tonight. I'm recording this video, like, the day that it's getting uploaded, and I'm going to be starting reading in just a couple hours for my reading 24-hour challenge thing. I got my TBR. This is my TBR. You didn't already know. I got Divergent, Aragon, and the BFG, the Explorers, and Renegades. Those are my 5 books that I'm going to try to get through. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get through all of them, but that's like the 5 books that I want to kind of get to. Anyways, I feel like I've just made this intro so long. It's been 2 minutes of recording time. Anyways, guys, so that's kind of the announcements. Thank you so much again for 700, and let's get to 800. I'm so excited to kind of, like, hit these milestones, like 800, 900, then 1,000, which is a big milestone. What's happening today is I'm going to be sharing about my first audiobook I listened to Best the Boys by Mary Weber. I want to be telling you all about that, like, how was my first audiobook? Did I like the audiobook? Did I not? Like, what do I do during an audiobook? Like, just kind of, like, digging through all my audiobook thoughts, and then I'm also going to review Best the Boys first. So let's jump straight into this video with my review and kind of my explanation of, like, To Best the Boys. Let's go. Okay, so the first audiobook that I read ever was To Best the Boys by Mary Weber, and it was just such a good book. I actually rated it 5 stars, 5 out of 5 stars. It was really good. But quick disclaimer, if you don't already know me, I'm strange in that I rate 90% of my books 5 stars because I just love reading so much, and I think I'm so optimistic that when I go into a book, I only look at the positive side of things. Like, I don't go in searching for, like, a 4-star book. I go in thinking that it's going to be 5 stars. And I think that's how I get basically all my books being 5 stars. Like, you can look at my, like, average, what's it called, like, rating. It's like 4.75. Like, I rarely give a book below a 5. Okay, not rarely, but, like, every month I probably give one book 4 stars. I don't really give 3 stars. Anyways, this is not the point. So I read To Best the Boys by Mary Weber. Again, I'll pop a picture right here. Hopefully I do that. Editor Troy, please pop a picture right there. This book was such a great start to my audiobook, and I'll kind of go into the audio side more, but let me just talk about the book. So this book is about this girl named Ren who lives in this kind of, like, medievalish land. It's a fantasy land, like, it's a, not urban fantasy, like, it's a new world, and in this world there is this disease going around the population, leaving people dead, and there's this one girl, we follow this girl named Ren, who her mom has the sickness. Ren's mother is slowly getting weaker and weaker and slowly dying, so Ren and her father are desperate to find this cure. In this world, every year, though, there is this contest called the Labyrinth Contest or something for young boys, like, age, like, 18 to 19 or something. They all go into this labyrinth and they all compete. One person every year comes out and wins a scholarship to Stemswick University. This Labyrinth Contest is very tricky, and it really tests, like, all different areas of, like, math, science, engineering, and also leaves some people dead because of poor choices. I feel like I'm really bad at explaining books, but anyways, what happens is Ren, since she's a girl, she strives to be a scientist, and so she can find cures for all these different diseases and save her mom. And so what ends up happening is she dons a disguise to go into this boys' competition and to get the scholarship to Stemswick University so she can save her mom. And it's just a crazy fun story with, like, this, like, kind of, like, women's rights vibe. So yeah, I didn't really explain this in the video, but in this world, women are not like, they're not like able to do science, and they're just not welcomed into that community, and so they're kind of meant to be, you know, like the like just kind of the wife, like the home keepers and stuff. And this book explores the gender norms and stuff, so it's pretty cool. Which is super cool. There's this romance. There is this like this magical kind of competition that they go into for the labyrinth contest. It is really fun, full of laughs, love, and emotions. It is so gripping, and I really enjoyed the story. Okay, so let's quickly run through characters, plot, and entertainment. That's usually how my reviews go. So first, characters. Like from like first impressions, I wasn't so attached to the characters, but over time I grew so attached to the characters, especially the main character Ren. I think just how like they built, or like Mary Weber built Ren, just because like her mom is dying. It's like you want to find a cure, you're like, come on Ren, do this, you got this. And just slowly over time, it's like, Ren, like we're rooting for you to win this contest and stuff. And it's just really fun to see the character. And like Ren is so unique too. Like she has like this fierce side, but also this shy side, and this like the kind of the love interest Lute is also a really good character. Selene, like everyone's characters are so like distinct and unique, and I really love that in a book when like each character has their own distinct personality. I really love that. Like no character is really similar. Like even like Jermaine, like Beryl, like all the boys that like go into the contest, like they're all very different. They all have different like fears and motivations, and I just thought that was so cool to explore like through each character. So the character's really good. Plot, I've heard this in a lot of other reviews, and I will say this because I mean the plot for the first kind of half, I guess, or like the first few chapters aren't as interesting. Like it took like maybe the first afternoon, like one afternoon in the story took like maybe like almost 10 chapters, and there's like 25-30 chapters or something. So like a third of the book was literally just one afternoon, and it was just dialogue and world building. I felt like there was like an info dump at the beginning, and it wasn't very implemented like very smoothly. But I think when it came to the labyrinth contest, like everything was so like tension, like high tensions, there was angst. It was like really fun to read from, and like it just kind of like the plot really quickened and sped up, and like I got really interested in it. It was just the first part, it wasn't as like, I guess it wasn't as gripping. Like even the first chapter, like I felt myself drifting off a little bit from the story. I think like the author could have entered the story in a different way, but I really did love the plot again overall. Like I just think like slowly the tension started to build, and it gained my interest a lot more. And by the time we got to Labyrinth Contest, like I was reading hours of this audiobook a day because I just wanted to find out what was happening. And then entertainment levels, I was very entertained while reading this audiobook for some reason. Like I never drifted from the audiobook. Like the second audiobook that I'm listening to like currently, I drift off like occasionally enough to keep like skipping it back 30 seconds, but this I felt like I just held my attention very well. I felt so attached to the characters. The plot was really good. So that women's rights vibe like was so perfectly implemented. I loved that. Some people said that the women's rights vibe was like, I don't know how to say this, but like it was like too much and it was too empowering. But I think that was just great because like the whole story, it was based around like, you know, women not being able to go into science, and I think it needed to be portrayed in that way, and I think that was great. And then also like the unique kind of world with like the kind of fantasy creatures, but it wasn't like total fantasy. Like it wasn't fantasy overload. Like it was like set in a fantasy world, but there's a lot of science brought into it, which I really liked. It was just such a good story, guys. I totally recommend you pick it up. Really enjoyed the book, guys. It was such a good story. Now I'm going to talk about how like the audiobook, how I liked listening to audiobooks, if I liked it or not, and what did I kind of do while I was listening to audiobooks, because I guess a lot of people do different things while listening to audiobooks. So anyways, let's get into that segment. Okay, so let's talk about audiobooks. I will say like the first chapter of To Best the Boys was slightly weird for me. Like I didn't know what to do, I guess, while listening. So like I was like, should I just close my eyes and like lay down, or should I like be up and like moving in something? And I was like, I didn't really know how to focus on the story. But I think like right after like the first chapter, like I guess something snapped, and I just kind of, you know, went with the flow. A lot of the time I spent actually listening to the audiobook was either like moving, like kind of taking a walk outside through the woods, or cleaning my room. I actually did a lot of cleaning while listening to this, or I just kind of laid down, relaxed from all the stress I was having, you know, just kind of like taking a break. a bunch of books just fell on my second bookshelf. Anyways, but yeah, like I was able to get so much cleaning done. Like I was able to focus on the story and just kind of do some mindless tasks, like clean my room. Like I was able to get a lot of junk out, like 2 trash bags full out of my room this week. It was great. I did a lot of walking outside. I've kind of created this route now where like I'll listen to the audiobook while I'm walking in this loop around my woods, this kind of like 10-minute loop around my woods. There's like these cool obstacles and stuff that I have like cross trees and stuff. Like it's just been really cool to kind of just walk around and like get outside more. Like I've been able to get outside a lot more because of starting audiobooks, and I've also been able to just do some more productive mindless tasks like cleaning my room. So like in a productive sense, audiobooks have been really there for me, and they've just kind of helped me like do some more productive things during the day, and instead of like just watching TikTok or something that I would normally be doing. And it's just funner, I think, than reading. Like I think I can just kind of relax while listening to an audiobook while I have to be more focused while reading. Like I can drift off a little bit during an audiobook, but not during a reading a book thing. But in general, like I really like the narrator of The Best in Boys. Like I just think kind of like to have those voices in my mind to help me focus. I think audiobooks really do help me focus because I skim a lot while reading like a physical book, because I kind of don't, I want to get like farther, like I want to go straight to the action. Like my brain is kind of like just pulling me towards like the more actionable like stuff, and like I don't really like the kind of like the minor details. But when I'm reading an audiobook, I don't really have the option to skim, so I have to listen to every single detail, and it just makes me more attached to the characters and to the world because I can know some of the minor thoughts and details and like just get so attached to them. So that was also another really thing, like it helped me get more attached to the story and like kind of pull more details in and focus more, and like it holds my attention a lot more. And then I think like the narrators having the different voices, that was super cool. Like it must take skill to like be a girl and like have this like deep, rough man voice. It was so cool to me, especially because there's a lot of man voices in this. I feel like I'm really like stuffy or congested or something. I feel like it was like a more magical experience for me. Like I just think like kind of listening to it kind of like felt like I was in the story, especially with the first, what's it called? The first story, first perspective. What's it called? First point of view. Point of view of one? The first point of view. What is it freaking called? Like the point of view where like in the book it's saying I, like I kind of stretch my hands. Like those books in audiobooks are so fun to listen to because you feel like you are the character and you're like doing it, and it just feels like you're in the world. I really think like just listening to an audiobook can like help you envision more and just help you like gain like a better like I guess picture of what's going on. So that was really fun. And overall I just think they were so fun to listen to, and I think this is just going to be like very huge in the future for me. Like even like reading, like listening to the book while reading it, like I think that's going to be something that I'm going to be able to do. I think it's just a lot more relaxing in general, helps me be more productive, just helps me get on the right track, and I think it's just honestly fun. And so that's kind of my thoughts on audiobooks. It's been a really good first experience, and I can't wait to read more. I'm already on my second one, maybe like a little bit before the halfway point, and I'm really loving it again. I think I'm only going to listen to audiobooks with the first perspective again because I just think I'm more in the story. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Let's get into the outro. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I think that wraps up this video. I thought this was kind of like a fun video, like kind of like sharing my first experience with audiobooks. I think this is just a big step in my reading journey, at least. Like I think this is going to be huge in the future. Like audiobooks are going to definitely be a big part of my reading life. Like going into April is the next month. And I just can't wait to continue listening to audiobooks. So I just thought this would be a great time to share like my first audiobooks, and I thought this was just a cool video idea. So if you guys did like it, make sure to leave a like. Can we get this video to 50 likes? That's always kind of like my goal going into this. So can we do it, guys? Can you help me out with this? I would love your support. And if you did like this video and you want to see more from me, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I have like an icon there. Click that button and subscribe so you can get all my content that's coming out. Like again, like I have so much fun stuff coming, so just like, you know, make sure you subscribe because I got this like reading for 24 hours straight challenge thing. I've got like a March wrap up coming along. I've got like my new reading schedule and like some more reading tips. Like I'm just always striving to get you guys some amazing reading content. I upload Wednesdays and Saturdays, so I'll see you next Wednesday with my next video. And I'm even thinking of doing a weekly reading vlog for April, so that'll be three 3 videos per week. It's gonna be crazy, guys. I just got so many ideas for content and I'm so excited. Comment down below, do you guys listen to audiobooks? What was your first audiobook? What are you currently reading with your audiobooks? Tell me your audiobook thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll definitely try to respond to like 80 to 90% of you guys. You might get a late reply because I will be doing that reading for 24 hours straight challenge where I will not be responding to comments. And if you want to see a really cool video that I did on Wednesday, check out this video up in the top right here. It is life-changing series, so how like reading has shaped me from like 2015 to 2019. I go over this series that shaped me to become the reader I am today. Alright guys, I think that wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great rest of your week. Happy reading. Love you guys so much, and I will see you with the next video. Alright, I gotta go. I have 24 hours of reading ahead of me. I gotta go get some sleep. Alright guys, see ya. Bye.